Students, once again, so in the previous video we have been discussing about your circulatory system. At the same time we have been discussing about the types of your circulatory system, and among the types of your circulatory system particularly we were studying about blood, right? So among we are still continue with blood. Okay, now today we're going to study blood clotting. Okay, so today we'll discuss about blood clotting. So you know that sometimes when you touch a sharp object, sometimes you used to cut your fingers, or sometimes you even used to have such a deep cut, or sometimes even cut your skin. Okay, so when we develop all these type of cuts, what happens is that you find that the blood starts coming out from the wound. Okay, they start coming out from your skin. So if it is a small cut, what will happen is that the bleeding from the wound, they will stop, and then you can see that there is a hard blood clot on the wound. Okay, why do you have that hard blood clot of wound? It is because of your platelets. Okay, because your platelets helps you in clotting of your blood, so that excess of blood will not come out from your body, or you will not have too much of blood loss from your body. Okay, and then this process of clotting of blood, or we can say that this process where your blood stops bleeding, okay, the process where your blood stops bleeding, it is known as your blood clotting, and it is done because of your platelets that is present inside your cells. Okay, so these blood platelets, they play a very important role in blood clotting. Okay, without blood platelets your blood cannot clot. So this blood clotting is a very complex chemical process that involves the following steps. Okay, first you have your platelets. Okay, so these platelets, they release an enzyme known as your thromboplastin at the site of your wound. Okay, so when you have a wound, a cut here, this type here, suppose this is your cut. Okay, it's bleeding here. Suppose in this portion of your cut, these platelets, they will release an enzyme known as your thromboplastin. Okay, so this thromboplastin, okay, this thromboplastin, what will they do is that they will convert the substance prothrombin, okay, present into the blood in thrombin. They will convert it into thrombin. Okay, they will convert this prothrombin, okay, that is present in your blood, this prothrombin, okay, this prothrombin, they are present in your blood. Okay, so these are present in your blood. So what will they do is that this thromboplastin, they will convert this prothrombin that is in your blood into thrombin. Okay, after they convert into thrombin, okay, this thrombin, they will help to convert fibrinogen. Okay, fibrinogen, they'll have to convert this fibrinogen, okay, that is present in your plasma. This is present in your plasma, and this is present in your blood. Okay, so this fibrinogen, okay, this thrombin will help to convert this fibrinogen that is present in plasma into fibrin. Okay, so this fibrin, what will they do is that they will form like a thread like mesh, okay, that helps them to trap red blood cells, okay, to form clot over the wound. Okay, that will help them to stop the blood flow. Okay, so let me repeat if you are getting confused. So you know that these platelets, they help in blood clotting. Okay, so how do the platelets help in blood clotting is that they will release an enzyme known as thromboplastin. Okay, so this thromboplastin, they will help to convert this prothrombin that is present in your blood into thrombin. Okay, so this thrombin, they will help to convert this fibrinogen that is present in your plasma into fibrin. And this fibrin, okay, they are like a thread like mesh, okay, that help them to trap the RBC, that is your red blood cells, to form clot. so that they can form a clot over the wound, because this clot will help them to stop the blood flow. So this is how your blood clotting takes place, okay, with the help of your platelets. I hope you are clear. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is your blood groups. I hope you all know what is blood groups, and I hope you all know your blood group, okay? So let me explain to you, how do you know what is your type of blood, okay? Which type of blood group do you belong, okay? Or we can tell that how does this blood group was formed, okay? So in 1901 to 1903, okay, Carl Landsteiner, okay, this Carl Landsteiner, he discovered that sometimes when there is a blood transfusion, or we can say that when there is a blood transfer from one person to another, okay, from one person, that is the donor, okay, that is the one who donates blood, to the another person, that is recipient, that is the ones who receive the blood, okay. So what will happen is that this foreign blood, okay, this blood, they tend to clump and cause a shock or jaundice. So sometimes when a donor gives a blood to a recipient, okay, to another person, sometimes this blood, they tend to clot, and it may cause to shock, or it may cause to jaundice. So why does this happen? Okay, this happens because when the blood groups of these two human beings, okay, that we have two human beings, this is the first person and this is the second person, the first person, the donor, and the recipient, okay, they are different, okay. So it is very important to know your blood group before performing such process, okay. So before you give a blood to someone, okay, suppose you want to donate a blood, or someone is sick, so suppose you need to give blood to that person, what happens is that it is very necessary to know the blood group, okay, because if the bloods are not similar, or if their blood group are not similar, what happens is that there used to be a ton of blood clot, okay, or we can say that there used to be a case of clumping of blood, and when they tend to cause this blood clump, it is very dangerous, okay. So how do you find blood group? This blood group are differentiated on the basis of their antigen and antibody, okay. Inside our blood, we have antigen and antibody present, okay. This is present in the blood, okay. So we can know our blood group that is present on depending upon your antigen and antibody, okay. So they are mainly present in your blood, okay. So these antigens, they are found on the surface of your RBC, okay, and this antibody are present in your plasma, okay. Remember, antigens are present in your RBC and antibodies are present in your plasma, okay. So eventually you should know that there are 4 types of blood group, okay. Blood group, we have 4 types, that is your A, B, AB and O. That is how do we have, depending upon the presence of your antigen and antibody, the blood group are differentiated into A, B, AB and O. So this blood group, okay, this blood group, now let's find out what type of antigens and antibody this blood group A, B, AB and O have, okay. So let's move from blood group A, okay. So blood group A, they mostly have an antigen A, and they have antigen A, okay, in their RBC, and they have antibody B. Remember that blood A will have an antigen A in their red blood cells and antibody B in their plasma, okay. Then your blood group B, what do they do is that they have antigen B, okay, and then they'll have antibody A. Then what we'll do is that when it comes to your blood group AB, okay, they will have no antigen. They don't have any antigen, okay. They do not have antigen in their red blood cells, okay. I'm sorry, AB, they will have antigen, they will have antigen AB, okay, and then they will not have antibody, no antibody. Okay, and then when it comes to O, your blood group O, okay, they will not have no antigen. Okay, and they will have antibodies of A and B. Remember this. See, so blood A will have antigen A in the red blood cells and they will have antibody B. Then when it comes to your blood group B, they will have antigen B and they'll have antibody A. But when a person have both A and B blood group, they will have an antigen of AB, but they will do not have any antibody. So when when it comes, they will not have any antigens, but they will have both antibodies A and B. Okay, so remember this O. Okay, blood group O. Your blood group O is given to the person of all type of blood group. Okay, so they can donate blood to A, they can donate blood to AB, they can donate blood to B, they can donate blood to O, they can donate blood to anyone. Okay, anyone can receive this blood O. Okay, if you are blood group A, or if you are blood group AB, or if you are blood group B or O, you can receive blood from O. So that's why they are known as your universal donor. Okay, then when it comes in terms of your AB, okay, your blood group AB, this blood group AB, okay, this blood group AB, they can receive blood from any type of blood group. Okay, they can receive blood from A, they can receive blood from AB, they can receive blood from B, they receive blood from O. They will have no problem. Okay, there will be no clumping of blood. If anyone from A or AB or B or O, okay, if they can receive blood from any of them, that's why they are known as universal acceptor, since they can accept all the blood group. And O is known as universal donor because they can donate blood to all the blood groups. Okay, so I hope you're clear with your blood groups. Now next, let's move to blood transfusion. Blood transfusion. Okay, so what does your blood transfusion do? Okay, sometimes you see that during accidents or during an operation, or someone suffering from any diseases, okay, they might have lots of excess of blood loss. Okay, they might there may be lots of blood loss. Okay, there may be lots of blood loss of blood, because that time what happened is that the person need blood. Sometimes, have you heard, if you have gone to the hospital, if you see a sick person, or if any one of your family member is sick, sometimes they say that they need blood. Why is that so? Because sometimes there is a lot of blood coming out from their body. Okay, they have loss of blood. So what happened is that time it is very necessary to give the patient blood. Okay, so when you transfer a blood, okay, transfer or transfusion, okay, when you transfer blood from one person, that is a donor, okay, to another person, that is the recipient, it is known as your blood transfusion. Okay, so that means I'm healthy and there is some sick patient. Okay, so that sick patient needs blood. So what will I do is that I will donate my blood to him. So I'll be the donor, because I will give my blood to the another person who is sick, and that he'll be the recipient because he's receiving the blood. Okay, so as I told you, that donor means a person donating blood, and recipient means person receiving blood. Okay, so remember this, it's very important that before you transfer a blood, okay, or you can say before there is a blood transfusion, it is very necessary to match their blood type. Okay, the blood group of recipient and the blood group of a donor should eventually need to be match up. Okay, because the antibodies, I told you that in the blood group we have antibodies and antigens, right? So these antigens and antibodies, they are present in the blood, they act against each other. Okay, so what will happen is that when the blood of an opposite antigen is transfused into the person, okay, into the body of that person, the antibodies of the person, they will act against the antigens and they will cause clumping of blood. And this clumping of blood is very dangerous because it can also lead to infection or even death. That's why blood transfusion, it is very necessary and it should be done by matching the blood group of the donor and recipient. Okay, suppose if I am blood group A, okay, and I can receive blood only from A and O, okay, but if someone, okay, that is from blood group B give me his blood, I am a sick person, I'm blood group A and I can receive blood from only A and O, but a donor who is of blood group B, suppose if he gives me his blood, okay, what will happen is that my my antibodies, they will start acting against the antigens. Okay, my antibodies will start acting against that antigen of that person who is donating me the blood. So what will happen is that since our blood doesn't match, there will be a clumping of the blood, which can eventually give me infection or lead me to a death. Okay, so I will show you which type of blood group can receive which type of blood and which type of blood group can donate a blood. Since we know that I have already shown you the antibodies and the antigens, what type of blood group A contains what type of antigens or what type of antibodies, so I will not show you in this time. Okay, so now what will I do is that if I have a blood group A, okay, this is blood group A. So if you want, you can refer to your textbook, that is page 77. Okay, so here I'll write donate. Okay, I'll just write in short form, and then here I'll write receive. Okay, so I have, if I'm blood group A, I can donate blood to A and AB. Okay, I can donate blood to a person who has blood group A and blood group AB, but I can receive blood only from A and O. Okay, now if I am a person of blood group B, I can donate blood to blood group B and AB, but I can receive blood only from B and O. See, now you have seen here OO, right? Here you have seen that there's a common O. Remember, I have taught you just recently that O is a universal donor. They can give blood to anyone. That means this blood group A and blood group B can receive blood from O. Okay, now if we move on to AB, what will happen is that I can donate blood only to AB, a person who is having AB, and then I can receive blood from AB, A, B and O. Remember, I told you that AB are universal acceptor, they can accept blood from all the blood groups, and O is a universal donor. Okay, since they can see here, they can donate blood group to O. Here, I mean, they can donate blood group to A, B and AB. Now when it comes in term of your blood group O, okay, they can give blood to, I have told you they are universal solvents, so they universal donors, so they can donate blood to A, AB, B, AB and O, but they can receive blood only from group O. Okay, suppose I am blood group O, if they give me blood of A or B or AB, they'll be clumping in my blood. Okay, clumping of the blood. So that's why I can receive only blood from group A or group O. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the blood transfusion. So in the next class, I will discuss more details about the blood and also about how the structure of your heart.